Welcome back, everybody. Last time we defeated the centipede. We'll head on forward through the path here. We're going to go into the sunken valley. The valley kind of goes in two separate directions. So in this particular episode, we're just going to go one way, work our way through the backside of the caves in the poison depths, and work our way into the corrupted monk fight. So I'm just going to drop down into this water here and go straight to the right over here. There's another idol for us to sit at, and we'll begin our journey down into the caves. Idol's right up here. Now we can head up. Just a couple of grapples. A couple of rocks to get up here. What we're going to do is just kind of go straight down this. There's a lot of grappling points to get you down safely. It's a long fall. Just watch your footing. A lot of monkeys with swords, some with guns, a lot of enemies. The bottom's poison. What we want to do is work our way all the way over to this merchant. This will let you know you're going the right way. Behind him is a little cavern that we're going to head into. This is just the route I like to take. There's another way down into the poison pool. It's just a totally separate route, but this way's faster, I feel like. So this is the one I'll be covering. There's some ghosts in the walls. We got a couple of poison geckos up here, but nothing too bad. You can pretty much just run right through. We're going to stay mostly to the left from here on out. See that snake pops up there. We got to deal with him once again. Luckily for us, there is a monkey over here that's kind of cowering. We're going to puppet him. Once that's done, he's going to jump right up into this little cavern here up on our left behind us. He'll call out and the snake will look his way, giving us the time to grapple up and head into this building here. Once we're in here, there's a grapple point up on the right. It's a little hard to see. I missed it my first couple times. Just right up top there. Just kind of move around until it reveals itself. Once we make our way all the way up here, this is going to get us into the backside of the poison pool. I think it's the Ashina depths. There's an idol here for us to sit at. We need to take care of one more Snake Eyes boss fight. We fought our first Snake Eyes on our way into the gun fort. There's one more down here. I like to go up on the right here. There's a lot of enemies in here with cannons and with guns, and I like to try to avoid them if I can. So I like to use this grapple route onto this statue to get down behind her. If you do want to go ahead and take out everybody in the room beforehand, I completely understand. Especially if they get pulled into the fight, it can be a little problematic. Snake Eyes number 2, pretty much the same process. I'm just going to keep pressure, jump over those when I can, and avoid that lunge. It'll almost always one-hit kill you, depending on your vitality. Still a rough move. Mortal Blade's a big help. Keep deflecting. Luckily, that stealth blow takes out one of those health bars early, so we can just push right on nice and easy here. Get your prayer bead, and continue on through the cavern. Now, if you do defeat the Guardian Ape first, and then you get to this point, you'll have another boss fight in here. This is another reason I go this way, just to avoid that. If you want to come back later and do that fight, by all means, it'll be 2 apes. It's just not one of my favorite fights, but it's something I could do a video on in the future if that's something people would want to see. For this particular episode, we're just going to go right by that, though. Sitting at the idol, we need to work our way through the little mist village here. A couple of grapples across these trees here. Once you get by that, you're going to head down. You'll pass this chicken. I think there's actually 2 of them. I'd already killed one. What I'm going to do is stay to the right here. There's a lot of different routes down there. You can get lost in that fog pretty easy. At least I do. What we're looking for is this big house. You'll see this tree on the corner. I can get a nice little jump up this branch and straight up into the 2nd floor. I got a little hasty here. I went right over the top of my enemy, but you can get a stealth kill if you're careful. More careful than I was, at least. With the Miss Noble, it's just all pressure. Don't let him do a thing. Pretty much the easiest fight in the game. That's going to break the curse. All that mist is going to disappear now. Pick up our items in here, and we can head right out the back and head down into Mibu Village, which is where we're going to find our corrupted monk fight. So just push right out the back of the building. This path back here kind of opens up. That was all rock earlier. Another tricky descent. You can work your way down the path nice and easy. I tend to fall right off of this little ledge here by this lantern. There's a tree here you can kind of grapple onto. And then our idol's right here in front of us. Alright, once you have your idol, you can start heading down into the path. Mibu Village is really deep with lore. There's a lot of like crazy stuff going on here. Something you can look into later after you finish the game, or YouTube that. A lot of people have great videos about it. These people are essentially thirsty forever because some of the fountainhead waters had like come down into their rivers. It's like not pure enough though for them or something like that. I'll be honest, I'm not like fully caught up on it, but they're basically just thirsty forever now, but they live forever. So they'll keep coming back no matter how many times you kill them. So I personally just run through it. It's an okay little XP farm though if you want to fight through it. A couple of key items in there if you really dig around. I'm going to go all the way up to this bridge and just get us into our boss fight though. Just going to keep working our way up and staying left. So the Corrupted Monk. Snap Seeds are great. Divine Confetti's great. Firecrackers if you have them. Fistful of Ash. There's a lot of really great items you can use here. I'll show you just a few of them that I use. I usually start out with Snap Seeds, but by all means, experiment and find your own way. I like to get into the fight and just go ahead and get 2 of those off real quick and start my attacks. I'm not attacking with Divine Confetti, however, I should be. It's very, very helpful in this fight. So if you go ahead and cast that early, that'll help a lot too. Her moves are not terribly fast, and she moves pretty slow, which is kind of nice, but she's very good at blocking everything, and she can hit pretty hard. Fistful of Ash gives you a great chance to get some hits in. I use that a lot. These big hits, you want to deflect those as much as possible. Like I said, she hits real hard. Big sweeps, she does have a couple of Makiri counters as well, so that's something to look out for. Those big slams, I like to go under instead of trying to block those. There's that Fistful of Ash again. Very helpful. Couple of hits, throw some more. Couple of hits, throw some more. Get those hits in while you can. If you've got an abundance of them by this point in the game, you might as well use them. There's those big hits I'm talking about. Big sweep, go ahead and jump off those if you can. This big spinning combo is very good for deflection. You can get a lot of posture damage in there. And of course, if you're close and have some Mortal Blade in you still, it's another great way to do some posture damage. And there's it. That's it for the Corrupted Monk fight. Behind us here, this little door is going to open up. You should get your memory. And you'll have an idol to sit at as well. Get back any resurrection nodes or anything like that, as always. You'll also get the mibu breathing technique. This will finally allow us to go underwater, and that actually opens up a fair amount of the game. You'll find a lot of treasure underwater, along with some enemies. We'll get to them later. Head on into this cavern, and on the table here is going to be our stone. We need this as part of our Immortal Severance process. That's pretty much it, folks. Once you have that, you can head back to Kuro's room, continue your journey, or head right back to the idol we started at and go in the other direction to fight the Guardian Ape. That'll be next episode. Thanks so much for coming by again, folks. Appreciate you a lot.